I've always fought kind of growing up. I was, in and out of jail. My dad passed away when I was young. I was about 3. After that, my mom, she kind of fell into drugs, so she went to prison. It was really when my mom got out of prison, I came back to Lincoln when I was about 13. I definitely fell in with the wrong crowd. I'd get into a lot of fights, mostly be other people's problems. They'd call me and fight a couple dudes. And like I said, I like to fight. It was like practice, I just fed off that, and that's kind of who I became. And then people were like, oh, you could box, you could do MMA. And I'm like, yeah, I could give that a shot. I was getting in trouble my whole teenage life, so I didn't do school. Most of the jobs I get are construction jobs, so sometimes it's rough. I go work 8 to 10 hours a day, get off, and then go straight to the gym and hit pads, work out for a couple hours. But I love it so much. Most of the time I'm at work, I'm looking forward to going to the gym. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get off and go spar, go hit the bag, whatever, go for a run, listen to my music, Like when I first started doing MMA, I thought I could beat anybody up. I thought I was untouchable, and then I go to MMA gym or boxing gym, and there's guys kind of beating up on me, and I'm like, oh, dude, these guys are good, like, maybe I'm not this shit, maybe I'm not all that. I need to do what these guys are doing, so. And then it's humbling, and then you just want to get better from that. Still, I was 7-5 amateur MMA. It was kind of up and down, but I'd spar with some good boxers, some good professional boxers, and I'd handle my own against them, so we figured that'd be the way to go, turn professional, and boxing just kind of fit my style a little more. There used to be a little anger. Like I first got going, I didn't know, I thought that's what it was about, like being angry, and guys would look at me and I'd like look at him funny, like, what's this guy looking at? Like, is he trying to start stuff? But now it's not like that. Now I'm like, I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of, and I don't need to show that to anybody because I've been showing it, So if somebody wants to do whatever, I can brush that stuff off a little easier now. Emotions will end up like making you take a loss, basically. So I just try to stay calm and cool and keep a level head, especially during the fights. Now it's mostly trying to prove to actual fighters, like, guys in the fight scene, what I can do. I'm not too worried about what people in the streets think. This is like all I think about, like when I'm running, when I'm laying in bed before I go to sleep, if I'm riding in the car, listening to music, anything, I'm just picturing my fights. I'm picturing landing combinations, that's all I want to do. Here in like a year or two, be in a position where I can quit my day job, quit working full-time, train full-time, and I think I could really make a real run at being a world champion. When it came down to it, it'd be more about like legacy, my grandkids be like, my grandpa was a world champion boxer.